Yo! And now we got all that crap out of the way, opened up the UDK again, and we're greeted with this stupid startup tips. Some of them are actually really helpful, but yeah, okay, we don't need that. I should have already clicked the don't show this crap again button. But yeah, file, new level, blank map. So this episode is going to be about landscapes. I was planning on doing terrain and landscapes and converting terrains to landscapes, but there's no bloody point. If you want to use a terrain, use one. I'm not going to show you how to do it because we don't use them. Then nah, they're just really crappy. So we're going to make a landscape, and go away. In order to make a landscape, right, you need to know some numbers. There'll be a link in the description with all of, I think it's all this, yes, with all of this in. These are patch sizes, size vertex. We're actually going to use 255. Okay, I did 255, 255, and then we just click on these and it'll automatically do that for us. But sometimes you got like two here that have different quads and sectors, and all this other information here you don't really need to know about. But yeah, 255 is actually quite a nice size. If we need to make it bigger, we can. If we can't really make it smaller, I don't think. But 255 is a good number. So yeah, import layer. I'm not going to do that yet, purely because I will be making my own material for this. I could use material from other maps like islands or volcano or whatever, but there is a few problems with doing that. The main problem is some of them are actually saved to the map themselves, so you actually have to export them out and save them into your own package. I'll show you how to do that anyway, probably this episode. So yeah, so create landscape, and there we go, we have a landscape. It's quite a big landscape. Really, I'm not going to be using a whole lot of this landscape. I'll probably add some over here and over here and over here. So I said I have a bit of an idea of what I want, but other than that, I don't really have much of an idea. Anyway, right, so there's your landscaping. Unfortunately, with a blank map, you don't have any lights in the map already. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to our content browser, go to actor classes, then go to lights, directional lights, and find dominant directional light. And I'm just going to dump that in the middle. You just drag and drop. Any asset in the content browser is usually drag and drop. So you just drag it and drop it. Drag it and drop it. That's easy. So yeah, let's just move over. You can speed up this by just clicking this little button up here. For big maps it's handy, for small maps it's handy. So get space, just want to give it some sunlight. We have it on lit mode. There we go, lit mode. You can't really see any detail yet until we go back into the landscape mode. And with the landscape mode, you have different tools. Most of these tools are self-explanatory. The paint tool, it kind of is and isn't self-explanatory. The paint tool raises and lowers ground, or raises and lowers the terrain, landscape even. So you might notice when you click, it doesn't actually do anything. if you remember in the last episode, if you watched the last episode, control is everything. So left control and click, and we get that. If you right click, you can move around. I think it's control shift indents, and control makes it all bigger. The more you click, the bigger it gets. You can control the height with tool strength. You control the size of what you want with brush size and the fall off. I actually want to put the brush size up and the fall off down for a second. Well, fall off about there actually for this one. Smoothing does what it says on the tin. It smooths stuff out. Tool strength and detail smooth does what it says on the tin. So if we just smooth all this out, it's handy for like ramps and that, but there is a bit of a bug with it. Let's see if we can find that bug. There you go, there's the bug right there. It actually raises on the edges. It doesn't really smooth out the edges all that well. It's kind of weird how it works. But yeah, then you have flatten tool. Oh, 1 minute. Smooth. If you shifting control, it's smooth sort of, but it will add. It will do it a bit more aggressively, I do believe. Then you've got your flatten tool. I want to make my brush big for this. And it does what it does. It says on the tin. It flattens. Control Z works the same as any other program. Just goes back and does. Control Y does the same thing. Undoes the undo. Yeah. So let me just make a quick. Oh. Bring this down. Bring this up a bit. I need to do this because this is the only way I can do it. Right. So we have a mounting inverted commas. It looks a bit crappy. I literally just spammed the button. But you also have these two erosion tools. You have like normal erosion, which you have loads of different settings for. Let's put on both. And you can get some really nice contours and whatnot. Obviously you'd build the backup, and then you go back to this and add your more stuff. You also got this hydraulic erosion. Basically puts like waterways and stuff in down your mountains. I'll be using this tool a lot with this actual map, mainly because why not? Okay, so you can see what it does up close. It actually well, let me quickly build lights. Preview, yeah. Should only take a second. Allow access. So basically, this map is going to be a long straight line, sort of, maybe. I come up with a pseudo name, Mountain Pass. I'm sure there's another Renegade map called Mountain Pass. So any names in the comments. Obviously you can't find out now because you have no idea what this map is going to look like. Nor do I really. I just got a basic idea. Yeah, that there is the swarm agent. This I have 8 cores, so it shows all 8 threads, and basically you wait until it gets to 100 and then it's done. That's all you got to worry about there. Whoops. And that's just an error log thing. So yeah, this is what we get. It's not very pretty at the moment, but meh, I'm not really worried about that because I'm gonna bulldoze it, because that was just to show you what this tool does. Go away. You might notice that the shadows stay because it's actually a light map. Talking about light. No. Debug, no. Advanced, no. Physics, collision, no. Object, no. Display, there we go. Put that up. This here is the properties. All I did is double click it or press F4. Gets your properties up. This controls the asset that you want to go into. I put the draw scale up on this to make this little icon bigger, because on a big map it's really easy to lose it. You can also control light components, advanced light now, light mask, light components, the brightness, the actual color, and other stuff. I'll be going through that in its own dedicated episode, because lights is a big part of map making. White lights don't really look that good, so you want to add a bit of colour to the maps. But we'll also be adding colour through a LUT, a colour grade. But yeah. So let me just move that to get rid of them shadows. Okay, didn't quite get rid of all the shadows, but okay. Right. So I got my landscaping. Don't worry about any of that other stuff I did. I just needed to show you what all the tools did. There are some other tools in there, but you're not really going to use them all that much. We need to add buildings. There's 2 ways we can add buildings. One way is through here. If we just come down to BU prefab, you have your buildings in here. The only problem I have with this at the moment is all these buildings are, well, they're non-flying buildings. These are primarily what we would use, but we actually need flying buildings for this map, because this map is going to have aircraft. So what we're going to do is go into actor classes and go to buildings, and in buildings you have the ramp version. So let's put it down, let's have a look at it. And the reason I'm putting buildings in now is because I need a sense of scale. Just willy-nilly building a map without scale is damn impossible. I know from experience, when I first made X Mountain, it was like 6-7 times bigger than it is now, just because of the scale. I was using Unreal Tournament scale, while Renegade X has its own scale, sort of, maybe. A power plant? No, I'm not really going to put a power plant in, I don't think. I have to put a refinery in, so let's put a refinery in. And that's about it for that. Oh no, I lied. I need an airstrip. It's going to be a daytime map, so I don't particularly need the airstrip with all the lights down it. If you want the light version, it's I think this is it. Oops. Just dump that there. Yeah, there's the light version. But as I said, I don't need that one. I need this one. So let's put in GDI base. Whoops. So you can kind of see where the base is going to be, where I'm placing these. No, I didn't want a power plant, did I? No. So I just delete that. War factory. No. I want war factory with ramps. Barracks with ramps. And GDI refinery with ramps. And basically, this is going to be similar to. Well, it's going to be a bit similar to Under X Mountain. What other maps have this similar? Well, there aren't really any other maps that have this horseshoe shape, is there? So yeah, it's going to be like a horseshoe map. The plan is to have the bases at the base of a mountain, a bit like X Mountain, but X Mountain isn't really a mountain. When I first made it, it was a mountain, but then everything got changed, and then I added a bunker, then the bunker got removed, and whatnot. But yeah, this is going to be a bit more like Under. I'm going to put the mountain coming out here and just horseshoeing around, but I'm going to have like another path through there, and I'm going to have infantry channels going through the map as well, probably in a Y, but not a straight line Y. It's going to be. I don't like the tunnels in old Renegade. You know, they're all straight and whatnot. So yeah. So with that said, I am actually going to need to add some more landscape. So what you're going to do is click on this. No, not that. That there. And I'm going to add another patch there. This I might have to add one over here as well. I'll tell you what I do that and that. And I'm going to use Control and Alt to select all of that. I don't know why that didn't get selected as well. It's just selected as well. And I'm going to move it like that. I want to give myself some fall off around so I can actually make the mountain. Right, so the map is going to be a bit of a trough as well. From the side view, it's going to come down like that and down again, and maybe like that and down again, but not quite that far. So yeah, it's going to be quite fun to make. Most of the stuff I'm going to be doing is with the paint tool for now. So yeah, just bring down the brush size. And as I said, we need the buildings for a sense of scale. Bring up the brush size actually. Oops. No, okay. But yeah, I can do this now. It's a pain in the ass working with such bloody big things. That's what she said. Am I on the right tool? Yes. There we go. So this is just going to be fleshing the map out. Give me a sense of what I actually want the map to look like. Probably end up cutting into this quite a lot. Yeah, okay. Field is a lot like this. what I'm going to do is ramp around here. This is where I want the Tiberium. Oh, actually, around here is where I want the Tiberium field. So it's the harvester is going to come out here and get the Tiberium. A bit like on what the hell is that map called? Lakeside. Yeah. So this is going to be a bit of an opposite to Lakeside, because on Lakeside the map kind of goes up. Oops. And this map is going to go down. And this is going to be like a vista over here, so I've got to figure that out as well. So let's make these ramps. Yeah, you can see right there where this tool buggers up, where it makes that dip, where it shouldn't. So you need to fall off. So for this, I'm just gonna go. Might have made this a bit too deep actually. Yeah, I have. So what I do is it's fine because I want to bring this around here anyway. Good like that. And as I said, all this is going to be all messed up anyway. And yeah. So at the moment this is just getting fleshed out, and that's the whole point of doing landscape first, is letting the landscape dictate where things are. Like here I don't want a straight line. I refuse to have a straight line, so what I'm going to do is just bulge it out a little bit. And probably bulge this out as well. Oh, even indent it. There you go, let's indent it. There we go. Make a bottleneck here. I may even raise this section up to have a bit of a sniper perch. But I got to rough up the edges and rough up all this anyway. So go to the noise. Noise, you can control noise scale and whatnot, so it does what it says on the tin. It makes things up and down, and that's exactly what we're doing here. And that's almost perfect there actually. It's a bit high, but we can always come back with detail smooth and just smooth over all of this. I was planning to use a method of actually importing a height map. But I thought better of it. Purely because, yeah, they're a git to get working. And now I've lost that sharp edge. Once I get the rocks and whatnot in, it'll be much easier to see exactly what I'm doing. because what I'll be doing is putting rocks right here across all of this to segregate it all out. And that'll probably be it for today. I'll start putting rocks in tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, in 2 days, but I'll probably start today. But yeah, it's coming on quite nicely. This may change over time. It probably will. It always does. But I'm either going to put a shoreline in or have a vista, like a fall off, so aircraft could like come under here and go around. But yeah, I'm not really 100% sure about that yet. So yeah, you can get a slight idea of what the map's going to look like. All this back here is going to be a mountain. I haven't built any of that up. Ooh, pardon me, up yet, just because. Tunnels. Tunnels start here and here. A tunnel entrance round about here. It will just snake through. I may even put a silo back here. I don't know yet. Silo would be nice actually down here. It's going to be a fairly big map. I want a fairly big map because of aircraft. Aircraft are fun. I like aircraft. But yeah. Let's actually set up the aircraft right now. If we go to edit, or view, sorry. World properties. Oops. Go to game type. We need to set this to Renegade X. Plus on that, set that to Renegade X and Renegade X. I set all these to Renegade X just because when I play an editor, I'll always play Renegade X. I won't play Unreal Tournament. What else do I need to do? World information. No. Rendering. No. Where the hell is it? Could be world information. Map info. Play. Ren-x map info. Go to there. All this here I'll be going through because some of it's really tedious and boring. But in here, disable aircraft. Enable aircraft. Don't worry about this here just yet. It isn't fully working. It's just we had to add it in for fun. Anyway, so yeah, now we have aircraft. Let me just move these around. Let's play from here. I know I need to build lights and paths and whatnot. Yes. And apparently I can't play because my Steam authorization is not working. But yeah, we can see it all works in the harvester comes in and whatnot. But yeah, I'm going to work on this in the next episode. I don't particularly want to cut anything because a lot of this is actually important. But I've took enough of your time today. That's landscapes. They're fundamental to making any map. We'll be working on landscape materials in about 3 or 4 episodes. So yeah, have fun and see you in the next one. Ta-da.